Everyone, this is Ravindra Kumar, and this is our site for the Kolla-ansible. And last tutorial we have stuck in the problem like the sudo su hyphen was taking too much time on controller node. So I have find out the issue, and now you can check. It take very less time because I have set it host name for all the nodes, and this was a problem due to host name resolution. So I have set it up host name, and I have made etc host entries for the host name on the all four nodes. So the same entries on all four nodes and their names. So it's working fine now. Speed, you can easily access it fastly. So nothing to worry now. And the second problem is collagen password. So this is the typical problem I have faced, and my suggestions are please use pip, don't use pip 3. And also I have followed these steps. I have installed Kolla-ansible, then I have gone to a site. From here I go to this Python pip program, and after that I have installed pip, and also I have removed pip 3. So when I have removed pip 3 and then installed pip using it, so it installed latest pip 18. After that I have installed upgraded Ansible, then Kolla Ansible, and using this tab. In between, it was saying I have also installed the given dependencies on Kolla Ansible page that we have previously installed. So I just run this command, and these were the some packages it was saying to auto remove. So giving suggestion for remove. So I have auto removed these packages and installed the same given in the Kolla Ansible after Ansible and Kolla Ansible upgrade. I have made Kolla gen password and submit. So now we have passed the file. So file, and you can go further. So bootstrap step. So that's the Kolla and hyphen I bootstrap hyphen servers. So I think it's giving some error that it could not access 50.172 error data not to be sent to remote host. Make sure this host can be reachable over SSH. So their problem, because we have Ansible again checking. I would like to verify that checking is false to disable SSH key checking. So this is, but let me find out the issue. Tasks include an optional option with an undefined variable. And here where's host where. Okay, so we are having a problem with the ansible variables, and it's saying that 32 doesn't have problem with the ENS5 and ENS6. Okay, cool. Because now we have all the interfaces. First, we will try to resolve out the issue for the controller node. First, we will need to check if they are present from infra. So I'm just making ping, ansible ping, and figure out if there is any problem. So remote host identification has changed, and we need to remove our non-host. So I'm removing my non-host, and after that it will work fine. But still, it's having some issue. Could not be sent to the remote host. Make sure the host can be reached over SSH. So I will try to SSH manually to this node. First, I'm trying to telnet. So there is a connection refused. I think there might be a firewall. So I'm just checking my name controller 2, and need to verify the inbound rule for this machine. Rules are looking good, but the machine could not be accessed. So just verify if there is any problem on the machine. So route is good. Everything looks good. I will try to SSH this machine manually. So 172.31.50 and 172. Yes, sign for this machine. No in the SSH. The first thing I am doing is making my key checking off, and then I'm reloading it. So I need to check again using Ansible ping. And now, yeah, so we got the problem. It's saying because it's saying Python is not installed on it. So I will just install Python packages on it. So on the controller node, we need to install these packages because this was newly installed. So we need to install Python at least. So I'm just installing Python in this machine. I don't think the internet is working properly in this machine. So I would like to check. There is some the internet on controller node. I need to we have IPs on both the nodes. So we have wrong IPs, I think. No, we have okay. We load 137 and have 50.172. So we have the reverse. Just need to fix it. So there was the problem because we have the wrong IPs. When I made them private, this is my mistake. So I just need to reboot this machine and these changes will automatically done. So our Ansible will work fine and hopefully will sometime. So for that, before that, I want to ask one thing that we will need a private registry for the images. So it will take 15 minutes to make a private registry for the Kolla-ansible images. We will put all the Kolla-ansible images required uh, to that location. Uh, First, we need to bootstrap, I think. So I hope internet will work fine now. So it's working fine, and also there will be no issue in the packets. So these are installed, and we can continue with the infra node for the ping. I hope ping will work fine. Okay, ping is working fine, and now I'm doing bootstrap. So in the bootstrap servers, it will install some packages like Docker, Git, and some Python dependency, and also some other packages. It will install required for the Kolla-ansible. So you can see it is doing some Docker installation and all these. It is checking for firewall, and now it's installing some packages from apt packages. These are Docker Engine 1.2, Git setup tools, and all these, and also some API release they is sent to us. So it's making a virtual environment, removing some packages which it doesn't require. So all these, and these are for Docker. So it's starting Docker and enabling Docker. After that, it is synchronizing the time from NTP, and it's very important in the production. have same time on all the nodes. After that, I'm running pre-checks. In the pre-checks, it will just find out all the ports required by OpenStack services are not used by other services. So it will just check all these ports of OpenStack services and tell us if there is any problem. So once the pre-check completes, we can do the deploy, but we are not deploying. We will first a private registry and then give that private registry configuration to global environment, and then we'll start using that registry for our installation. In the production, you should also have private registry. So I'm just giving a concept of once it is done, so we can do because we don't have the list of images required. It's pulling the images to all these three nodes. So this command Kolla-ansible -i multinode pull command will pull the images required images specified in global.yaml to the nodes. So this will pull the image on compute 2 1 and controller node accordingly specified in global.yaml. So it is pulling the images. You can see it's pulling the image for the Kolla-ansible meme case. So one by one, it will pull all the images. So it will take hardly 5 to 10 minutes to pull because this is set up on multinode, so it will pull very fastly. And after that, we will make a registry, and that private registry, private registry will upload these images. Just making the private registry. So the private for the private registry, I will use Docker on Infranode. First, I will check out if any Docker installed. So this is not our Infranode. Infranode is 90, and I'm trying to get install. Uh, I'm trying to get install some packages for Docker. So Docker will be installed. It is saying please use Docker IO. So I'm using Docker IO. So we will install Docker registry in a container, because it will reduce our time or effort. So I'm just enabling Docker, and also start Docker. But I think in Ubuntu it start automatically. So I'm just starting. So when you need to create registry, you can run registry 2.6 image from the Docker hub, and the restart always tag will restart this container always, and the host port is 4000 and container port is 5000. So it will just pull a image and launch it. So this is our private registry, and it has been started now. But this doesn't contain any image, so we will upload images to this registry once our this one is completed. So I think it's going very fastly. We should prepare command to push the images to that node. So you can check images has been pulled here, and we need to send the images to registry, our private Docker registry. I need some commands for that. then we can do, okay, we can do this. We can the images, and we are taking three fields from. I made some mistake. Now it will work. So these are the names of our images, and after that I'm removing this cola from the name. For that I will use cut command, and I will remove 7 letters from here. So now the names are. After that I will while read taking this command. You can see it here. I will just join this with a while loop. In the meantime, our all the images, and now we will push these images to our private registry. So while read image tag, we are reading three fields. So ID also. Then docker tag take ID here using dollar, and then push it to the tag it for 172, 31, 50, and 90. That's infranode IP, private IP, to the 4000 and image and tag. After that, you can push it on that container. So we will push it to the infranode registry container using 90. So these images will be posted on the container registry or private registry. I hope this will be completed. So pull has been completed now. I'm making pushing our images to that node. So it will push our image, but there is some small error. It is saying HTTP response to HTTPS client. So you can easily solve this issue because it's given here. They are saying if you are facing this type of issue, you can create etc daemon.json and specify insecure registries. So I'm making it here, and after that I'm copying this content. I need to change my IP because my infranode IP, infranode container port. That would be 131, 50, 9. So this would be our IP. After changing it to daemon reload and system serial restart Docker. So it will just restart Docker, and it's the configuration has been applied. So I'm just putting this here, and we are pushing image from controller node. So all the image of controller node will be pushed down to our private registry. So these are now the image has been pushed in the loop. So all the images will be pushed to the infra node. I'm doing same for the compute one and compute two. So this is the file. We need same for all the nodes because they will having same of insecure registry. So giving it, and also on the then I need to copy it out insecure registry, putting in file and save it. After that, just run the two commands: systemctl daemon reload and systemctl restart docker. After that, we can also push the images from these nodes. So I'm pushing the images from compute 1 and 2 to the private registry. I hope it doesn't take much time. So image has been pushed now. Mostly image has been pushed. It will hardly take 1 to 2 minutes to complete. And I'm going to the infra node to make some changes. So because now we will use our own registry, so you need to change the global YAML for the registry. So here is the option for the private registry. Because our registry doesn't have any username password, it's publicly accessible in the cluster. So I'm just giving the IP address here. That's 172.31.50.90 on the 4000 port. So it will automatically go to the container 5000 port, and it will respond. So it will complete. Yeah, controller has been completed. Working still, and all. So hardly this will take 1 minute, I think. After that, we will just pull the images from the, and also I will remove already. No, I will not remove because the new image will be pulled easily, fastly, because all both images are same. So they will just make tag, change the tag of the image. So it will be working fine. We don't require to change that. So it's the pushing the images fastly. It will take just some time. In the meantime, we can run Kolla pull on one node. So time, because this time now it will pull our private registry or the infra which is hosted in a container. In the meantime of installation, I will give you a very useful knowledge in the deep dive. which I have. Please stay here and we will discuss of Kolla-ansible. So the compute 2 has been completed and compute 1 will be completed. So we can try to pull images, and also I'm starting the deployment. So I'm using deploy command. For deploy, you can find out the deployment command on the Kolla-ansible web page. That's the deploy command. Kolla-ansible -i multinode deploy, and it will start the deployment. But before deployment, we need to set up SAF, because we have given disk for SAF, but we have not specified to format the disk. So I just forward this tab, but we did not started the deployment. So I would like to tell you about this. We just need to make this label on the disk. So Kolla could find out which disk for safe, and which is the disk it have to format. So this is the command for the disk, and I will use. So you can find out disk name, and I'm checking the disk names. So here are the disk names. Need to change the dollar disk with the disk name. So we have two disks, one for 20 GB and one for 50 GB. I have added using Amazon PBS service. And the same two commands here. So I'm just taking history of it, and because I think would be same. That's one and one, and that is one and one and two. Partition name is same. I'm using the same. Partition name is different, so we need to give me a minute. It is saying no such file or directory. So there is a problem with this. They are having a unusual space, I think. I will just do it from here. This is our disk, and we try to make things fast, but it takes times. Takes time. So I'm just disk and making a label on the disk. Could get could not start device and directory, but then okay. So we are doing a mistake. My mind is not working properly. The Dev, and the second one is 2 and 1. So, 2 and 1. 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 2 and I think also in first one I will check. Might be don't they don't work or didn't work. But it will, it's always good to verify. So now it's working fine. Both of these working fine, and LSBLK. We have two partitions here of 30 GB. So I'm doing the same here. So there are the two partition as been formatted. The 230 GB partition in the controller. So we will have two OSD on compute 1, two OSD on compute 2, and two OSD on controller. And this will be our chef. So now I'm starting the deployment. So I have just started the deployment. Hardly it will take to 40 to 50 minutes. Hardly, because now we have all the images locally already pulled. So it should not take much time. But yes, that we doesn't have image. Why it is saying we should check? I think we have right ID. 94,000, 4,000, sorry, and then and tag. Okay, then let me figure it out. We have Queen's images. Okay, and we having directly image name. So it is asking, I think, for Kolla. We should not remove the name from here. So I'm just again pushing with the name, because we have images already there, so it will not take time. I just remove the name. Sometime gets problem, so I just remove it. Let's do it in its way. And so we will have the right name, Kola, and all these. I'm just removing the one and pushing it back. Because images are already there, just with the different name, so it will not take much time. It's done on all the nodes, and we can start the deployment. Also, I'm starting the tool. So there are some issues, the little bit issues. If you are making some error, then they will arrive. But once the OpenStack has been installed, you can easily destroy whole OpenStack in some minutes, and also you can reinstall in this OpenStack in 50 to 16 minutes. 50 to 60 minutes. So by this reason, I like to Kolla-ansible, and also we'll now discuss some internal features of Kolla-ansible. All these. So our installation has been started, and now we will see some internal of Kolla-ansible. I need a very small break of 1 minute, and after that I will join you with the internal of the Kolla-ansible in this video. So because until it will install all the OpenStack services, we will discuss Kolla-ansible in detail. So give me a minute. So now, after a short break, we can discuss the Kolla-ansible internals. It's installing very fastly. I think it will not take 40-50 minutes. It will install very fastly. So I think it will install in hardly 20 minutes because it's already gone to the Nova. So in the meantime, I have promised you. So we are going to the Kolla-ansible internal. First thing I would like to show you guys that these are the Docker containers. All the containers will have a specific service component of OpenStack service component. So you can find here that namecache is in a container, keystone is in a container, chef mode. All the chef containers are different containers. Like chef OSD have different containers, chef manager different containers, chef mon different container, glance API different. So all the OpenStack components has been segregated in the containers. And the next thing I would like to tell you guys now in the Kolla files. So image has been pulled out. Now we will go close in the global.yaml. So the global YAML file is here. But before that, I would like to tell you, if you are using three nodes, so SAF will make three replication by default, and you will not have any problem. So I'm using three storage node because of that. But if you don't have three storage node, you have one node storage, or two storage node, so your SAF will fail. Your SAF will come in the error state. So to avoid that, you should go here and see the configuration given here for that. So if you have SAF nodes, then three, then go to this file didn't create. You need to go here, etc Kolla, and search this directory config. Then you will create a file conf. So I'm just going there. I'm just going to the etc Kolla, and then I need to create that is config. So I'm creating a directory config. After that, I can create a file saf.conf. But because I already have three nodes, so I don't need to do anything. But you guys will do the same. If you have one or two node, then you will do this. So because SAF does not replicate data on the single node, it will replicate data on different nodes. So you require this. I'm not saving it because you how to do. So for two node, you will do this. So there will be no set this value to one. If you set it this value, will be replication count two. So OSD tool default size. I'm not saving it, so just here. Or custom configuration you can for the Nova and other give here, like vim nova.conf, and then you configurations. Uh, I would like to show you how from where I find this out, but wait a minute. We have an issue, and we need to check that what is the error. So this is saying timed out 12-second waiting for privilege acceleration promote. Okay, form. So I think that is the same problem we are having before some time due to the host name resolution. So I know I need to go there on the controller node, and I need to see what's the problem, because this is the problem due to the interface has been reached to the BREX. So I need to figure it out. Let's try to SSH. Maybe we have done some wrong configuration. Otherwise, there should not be any error. So that's the 172 and 137. But we could not SSH 172. So I will try to SSH compute node that 32, and from there we will try to SSH controller with the different IP. I think we might have some issue. um, -I, Kolla-ansible, and IP address for node into the second IP address. There might be a problem. Okay, so we can node, then what is the, and we have IP 137 on ANS6 and ANS5 is 172. So we have deleted the route, I think. Okay, we have route for 40.1, and so we can't SSH on our 172. So I'm deleting this route, and I will make default route from 50. So I'm just deleting, and I will make a route from ENS5 with the 50.1. So that should work. Operation not permitted because we didn't go. So do first and then try this. Okay, now it should work, and I should try to ping it. Yes, compute 1 and 2 is working fine, but the third one is taking time. I will try to SSH using 50. So our IP address is 172, but we still can't access it from 50. I don't know what is the issue in accessing this one. The only thing is if we have given any wrong configuration in our multi-node file. Otherwise, this should work. So just going again to the controller node, and let me check some configuration 5. Okay, the wrong configuration here because the OVS is connected to the ENS5. I try it to the multi and check So this is external interface ENS6, and all other are having ENS5. It looks good here. It is saying that ENS6 is there. But if we see here, then ENS5 has been used for this. Okay, I need to check it out why this happened. And we will continue this installation. Just we need to find out the issue. This is Neutron external 6 NS6. Okay, because we have mistake this Neutron external interface two times. So this is silly mistake. It has taken ENS5. If you have given two, then it will not gonna save you. So I'm just removing it. Okay, and also because if one, so it will also be in second one. So the variable has been copied two times with the two names or two values. I'm just removing it. And I will also show you if you stuck in this type of problems, what you need to do. So the first thing is you can destroy and reinstall. That's the best method. But if you don't want to remove all the things, you can do the same as I'm doing. So we have a duplicate entry for variable. I'm just removing this entry. So I have removed this entry from all these lines, and now we will figure it out and quickly restart the things. So we need to do some um, destroy work. So I'm not destroying all the things, doing something. I will delete the neutron containers. Which one? So I will remove the open which that has been created, and I will reboot the machine. After that, install it properly. It will start from here. It will not again and again. So I need to remove these two containers, and I will also check if any volume available regarding Neutron. So there is a contain volume regarding open usage DB. I'm also removing that. And so just for verifying, I'm also compute node and check if it have any open usage. It should not have, but if so, it have open usage. We'll do the same. We'll make a history and do the same on both compute. After that, we will reboot the machines and they will be back. So now you can see uh, we can reboot the machine. So I'm rebooting all three machines. Controller has been already rebooted, I think. Okay, controller has not been rebooted because we have rebooted compute and we have gone SSH using compute. So I will restart it manually from EC2 instance. So this is my controller and I'm just rebooting it. So hopefully my compute node will be up again, and in some time my controller node will also come up. So it's in the rebooting state now, it is up, so we can see, yeah, it's up. And working fine. So I'm resuming my installation. So I will just run. It will start from here. It will skip the past start from here. So quickly go there and installation will be completed. So we were in the Kolla-ansible internals. And one more thing, if you don't have Kolla-ansible or any technology, you can't learn problems. So don't worry about errors. Just read out carefully the error and solve it easily. So now to the so you can also customize other OpenStack services which is given here in the multi-region deployment. You can also do multi-region deployment using Kolla, and here you require some changes. But the main thing I want to show you guys is the global conf or the node custom config. You can check for Nova. You can give the custom config using nova.conf in the etc Kolla custom config folder. Sorry, config and then nova.conf. You can also give custom config. You can custom config. You can change. You like keystone, you can change easily from here. Next one is so like these files, you can make your own custom this is very high level of multi-region. I have already tried this. This worked fine. So the next one I would like to show you guys about private registry. Yeah, I want to show you about the definitions of OpenStack networks. So these are the definitions. If you guys want to work in the production, you need to know which is a network doing what things. In the production, you make all these networks different. Uh, so we use these network differently, and you need to specify all these. So for that, if you, because in production you have same names of interface on all the nodes. So what will you do? You will do, you will go to the global YAML, and we will go to the global YAML, and we will create some configuration. So what we will create? We will create. This session has been timed out, so I need to open a new session for this. Installation is still running. It will hardly take 5 minutes, I think. I'm going to the infra node to show you guys the global YAML configuration. So you need to specify all the networks different interface, because in the production you have multiple interface or multiple network for all the work. So you need to specify you need to uncomment these values here in the API interface, storage interface, and you need to remove this network interface, and you will write your interface name here for that network. So you need to specify all the interfaces of your networks, and their information given here, like these are related to the OpenStack. Mm. First one is from OpenStack API interface. The second one is from HA proxy, and the third one is from third and fourth one and cluster from Ceph. So this is the interface use Ceph and also OpenStack, but only used by Ceph. It requires for the replication in this net this and this is the tunnel interface for the VM to VM configuration, VM to VM traffic, instance to instance. So OpenStack VM instance to instance, and this interface, the external interface for the internet connectivity. Interface is like DNS interface for the DNS, and I don't know about this one. I think this is something regarding to bare metal. And you can also make bonds in the production to achieve HA in the networking. So first I need to check also, okay, our installation has been completed. Now we can make it fast forward to the next step. And the next step is once our installation has been completed, we need to yes. So we need to create our admin RC file. A command that's called post deploy, and also some OpenStack client. So I'm installing some OpenStack client packages, and I'm also running the post deploy. You can run it here on the other, because we are already out of time. So it will create a configuration file that have the username and password for our OpenStack. That is etc Kolla admin rc, and location of file etc Kolla admin rc. So this is our file. Our username is admin. Our password is this, and we can log into our OpenStack. So I'm just gonna show you guys that I'm going to source this admin rc, and I will check my services of OpenStack are up and running. So Nova service list, my Nova services are up and running. Just compute 1 and 2 that are showing down, but that's installed. We can see the issue. That's none of big thing. So all the containers are up, but there might be a issue because we have started compute 1 and compute 2 before controller. So I will just verify that. And then we need to check the sender service status. And for the sender, everything is up. So the same issue. I don't think so. I just need to restart Nova from this one. So I'm just restarting Nova containers, Nova SSH, and also I need to check my self status. So it will restart the Nova on the computer. I will restart it on both, and in some time 30 to 40 if it comes up, because it takes 15 to 20 seconds to update. So in the meantime I would like status. So I container you can go and you status using set -s. So let's see, the status of set should be okay or warning, but it should not be in the error state. I think our chef have some problem. So I'm going to the control, and I would like to check started in between, so it might cause some problem. I will handle it. Our chef is health okay, up and running. 6 OSD up and running. Don't have any problem. To again now check the Nova service status. Okay. So the Nova compute 1 and 2 is still down, and I don't think it's a big issue, because I just need to check the logs, and then I could tell you that what the problem. So OpenStack installation has been completed already, and we can start using other services if we are not using Nova. But in the next part, I will tell you the what is the error behind the Nova service down, why it is down. I will show you. So it will hardly take 5 to 10 minutes. You can easily find out.
So I will find out, and will keep you updated in the next tutorial. So OpenStack installation has been completed. All the services are running, and just other than Nova, I will tell you in the next one. So bye bye for from this tutorial, and we will meet in the next one.